Hello everybody, my name is Philip Kyle. In this video I'm joined by Lincoln, who is going to give a personal statement of how the witness Kim Christensen, better known as Kim Lakefort, set Lincoln on the path of sevenfold wisdom and knowledge. Uh, it's gonna be Lincoln speaking from the heart here, and I'm just gonna let the video talk for itself, and I hope you enjoy and I hope you listen. So please, as a reminder, throughout this entire video, I want to make sure that you get the message, especially of returning to your best self, returning to your primordial state of consciousness by being a loving and compassionate creature with loyalty, honor, respect, moral empathy, and remorse, to have encouragement and inspiration to do the work and begin the journey themselves. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy this video by Lincoln.
Hello, Soul Tribe. Right, I'm going to try and explain myself here a little bit about how I met Kim Lakefort, Street Wisdom Bible. So, my journey. It's a long, long journey. It's never been right since I was 12, but cut a long story short, it got to about 8 years ago. I just pushed everybody away. I couldn't understand what was happening to me. I give racing up. I just give everything up. I pushed everybody away. Pushed all my family away. Friends. Everything. Ended up on my own. Depressed. Trying to find the meaning of life. So I ended up on my own. In a big house. Depressed as fuck. I'd done all the addictive stuff. Bottle of vodka a night and all that shit. Decided I've got to find the meaning of life. What the fuck's it all about? So, anyway, it gets to 2020. This jab thing comes about. I realised I ain't having no jab. I've got an immune system. What the fuck's all this about? And that got me thinking. And then God come to me. Because I was saying prayers at the time and trying to pull myself out. And it was working a little bit by this time. And then God come to me and told me it was the end times. And then it was a weird feeling because I weren't frightened. I was excited. And then I just started researching. And it was like 15 hours a day, every day a week. Constantly. I knew I was onto something. So I did all the books of Enoch, Witness, just all of them. Everything I could find. God videos, everything I could listen to, I listened to. 15 hours a day, so you can imagine the stuff I went through day in, day out, day in, day out. Ancient history, all sorts of stuff. Joe Pizzazzi, Dr. Joe Bruce Lipton, all them. Flipping The Secret. I realised The Secret were full of bullshit and all money orientated, and I wanted peace in my heart. I didn't want that shit. So anyway, eventually, I mean, I did all the secret stuff like this is like an 8-year journey, this. I've been through all sorts of stuff. And it were all stuff I needed to go through and understood. But no one put the pieces together and nobody had an answer. Everybody were just telling you what they thought. There was no answer at the end of it. How the fuck we were going to get out of it? So I got frustrated, thinking everybody's just chatting shit here, what they've learnt. No one has a fucking answer. We can all learn, you know, to that point if we tried, but no one has worked it out and had an answer. And I'd seen Jeremy Griffiths and watched a couple of things, but didn't get along because he speaks academically, and obviously I'm not like that, and I didn't gel with it. So, I was judgmental. So I didn't fucking get along with it. Anyway, so I'm getting frustrated, and one day I just have a big prayer, and not a prayer, I fucking scream to God, please let me find somebody who actually knows what they're fucking talking about, who can help us get out of this shit. They're all just fucking talking. Nobody's got any answers. They're all just telling you what's happening. So, and I went to sleep on that, and I woke up, and Kim Lakefort come on, and wow, it transformed me. Just the words out of his mouth he was taking the words out of my mouth. He was taking the thoughts out of my brain and speaking them. It was like, wow. And it was like, God has sent me this. And it was like a confirmation of, wow, there is a God. He's fucking sent me, Kim. And he spoke my language, everything. He couldn't have been more perfect for me to understand. And I was just amazed. Anyway, I'll try and cut this as short as possible. So for 2 years, I listened to Kim. I mean, I think he were on about 10, 15 videos when I first got him. And I just repetitively watched them videos. And then he'd put another on, I'd watch that one and add it to the list, and just repetitive, getting it through to my head. And I was about probably 12 months in, and I was listening to him and making sense and everything. And then I realised, he's not just talking about other people. I started like looking at myself with the stuff he was saying, making sure, that I was being a righteous person. Anyway, it was getting better and better, and I was understanding, and it was pulling me out this big dark hole. And it went on, and I felt brilliant, and I was doing the Wim Hof, everything he said I was doing. But I was trying to get away from going to Jeremy Griffiths, and eventually I knew I was on like the edge of a breakthrough, but there was something just I didn't understand, or something that I needed to just understand. And I spoke to Kim about it, and he said, have you done everything I've said? Have you listened to Jeremy Griffiths, and they understood the biology and everything about yourself and all the rest of it? So I went to Jeremy Griffiths and studied that. I hit the stop button just like I do with everything, 15 hours a day. But it didn't take me long because I had Kim's teachings and I understood it. So I only got through the 14 videos and a few others, although I did study the whole thing, because you need to know, well, you don't need to, but I wanted to know every angle of the human condition. I wanted to know all about it, because I knew that one day we'd be helping people. And it was like I knew that this was the thing that I've been searching for, that was all in my heart all the time. Kim, God had sent me to Kim because I asked for someone to guide me. And this is what a beautiful person he is. He's not like the rest of them. Bruce Lipton and all, they're all about their own thing. Kim's put it all together, and he puts you, sends you to the people and helps you resurrect yourself. He doesn't have, if it's for the greater good and it's going to do you some good, he'll send you there. He's not like selfish like the rest of them. Like, it's he promotes everybody. He guides you. And that was the beautiful thing. Anyway, I went and studied that, and that gave me the peace that there was more people out there, and that in an academical, normal way, science way, the same thing that Kim's saying could be explained a different way, because it was the exact same thing. He's saying the same shit, just doesn't go as deep and doesn't tell you the last bit. But he's all about selfless. It's, you know, you're being selfless. But he points out a lot of things that help you. Has got a lot of education in it. 40 years, you've got to give hats off to him. For me, it's the modern day Bible for the academics that don't understand or have been turned away from the Bible. And to be fair, it's what is needed for some people. It's needed. And I'm sure once they go through a transformation, well, me, I just went straight back to Kim. And wow, that last bit of understanding was the moment. I went back to Kim, and then I watched another video of Kim, and God said to me, see, I've stood up to what you've asked for. I've sent you the person to guide you. And that's when realization really hit that there was a God, and he had sent me Kim to guide me. He'd answered me prayers. And wow, I went through this transformation for 24 hours. And I was, when Kim talks about the glory of the love of God, Jesus, man, I felt it. And for like 6 months, I was on absolute high. I mean, I couldn't be myself around people because they just couldn't take it. I had to dumb it down. And that's when you feel, like Kim says, when he come out of prison and they pull you back in. That's when I realised I had to stay in my own space and plant this stuff in my head proper and stay in that super brilliant vibration. God told me on that day, he said, if you're not in that high vibration, that carefree 7-year-old image where you're just loving life, you've got it wrong. There's nothing to worry about. It's over. He comes to you and he tells you all your past. You can go through your past. Oh, it's just amazing. It's just amazing. You get all your answers that you ever needed, and it is an actual thing. And Kim Lakefort can resurrect you, and you can be free from all the human condition and all your problems that you thought you had. You realise that they was put there to finish the job off. It's all for a reason. And it's absolutely fantastic. And everybody needs to do it. Wim Hof, Jeremy Griffiths, you just need to work on yourself. You'll never find the answers unless you work on yourself. And I don't know what else I want to say, but Kim Lakefort's teachings are the best. He covers the whole thing. He tells you what's going on in the world. He sets your mind at ease and makes you realise that it's not thinking about what's going on in the world. It's about what's going on in you, inside you. Christ is within you, and you've got to live and walk his footsteps. Your body knows. There's no cheating your body, because your body cells knows rights from wrong. It knows that you should be a loving, caring, compassionate creature with honour, morals, empathy, remorse, all the 8 things that is in your DNA. So you can't cheat your body. The Christ is within you. You can't cheat it. You've got to live in the right way. And when you do, you will get the transformation. And to get to that point, you need the teachings of Kim. And he will guide you to the Wim Hof, to the understanding of your physiology and the science behind it. And it was like a history lesson for me with Jeremy Griffiths. And the fact of knowing that, because when I got Kim, I thought, well, not a lot of people's getting Kim. They don't understand him. I could see. And And then when I went to Jeremy Griffiths and understood that instantly, but understood that there was millions of people understood that sort of gave me more faith that there is chance of a change in the world. It gives you more faith that there is chance of a change. Like, there weren't just me and Kim that were going to fucking try and change the world. It was like, there is other people, and the other there's an academic way of understanding it as well. I mean, the first, Jeremy Griffiths, really, you only need the first 13 chapters, because after that, it's just if you're a non-believer or you're a psychological nutcase that you need all the evidence behind it, all his workings that he's done to get to where he's got. But all that's there. If you don't believe it, really, the 13 chapters or the 14 videos, if you believe in what he's saying, that's really all you need. But if you need more understanding, there's as much understanding as deep as you want there. But all the different understandings, understanding it Bruce Lipton's way, and understanding every single way is even better for you, because you understand all the angles. And then when you come to, when you are born again and you come to explaining it to other people, you've got all the angles. So just working on this is the future. This is the future. There is no future. We're living in a lie. We all need to live in the truth. If you're not living in the truth, you're just living a lie. And you're doing no good. You're part of the problem and not part of the cure. There's only 2 ways to be, not 3 ways in this job. In the middle, you're just as, if you're in the middle, you're just as bad. You're part of the problem. Everybody needs to be part of the cure. So everybody needs to go and see Kim Lakefort at Street Wisdom Bible, the Witness page, and go and see Kim and Marion. Marion's beautiful. She's quiet. She's shy. Very much like me. That's why I don't want really do an interview with Philip. So I've done this video. I hope he can use this instead. That's all I've got to say, I think. But it's a transformation. It's a resurrecting to your natural state. You all need to do it. It empties this. It's free again. And you can think again. And not worry, doubt or fear. No worry, doubt or fear. It puts everything right. All your past problems are cured. It puts you at ease instead of into stress and disease. It puts you ease. It helps your body cells. It helps you. It's going to transform you. Kim Lakefort, Street Wisdom Bible. Bye.